Hello, I'm Mrs. J, and today we're going to work with scientific notation. When you're working with scientific notation, you're writing a number between 1 and 10. And then you're using the decimal places will be like a times 10 to a certain power. So first you need to decide where to put the decimal. In this case, I'm putting the decimal here, because if I put it here, then I have 2.3. That's between 1 and 10. If I put it before the 2, 0.23, that's not between 1 and 10. If I put it after the 3, 23 is too big. So there's only one possibility. We need it there. So we're going to have 2.3 times 10, and then we have to see how many decimal places we moved. Our decimals here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to move 6 decimal places. So our exponent is a 6. Then you decide positive or negative. So there's 3 parts. Where should I put my decimal? How many do I move? And then if it's positive or negative. 2.3 needs to get bigger, so it's positive. If it needed to get smaller, it would be negative. But to make this bigger, it needs to be positive. Let's go across. So we have 13,625. First, decide where your decimal needs to go. It needs to go between the 1 and the 3, because 1.3 is between 1 and 10. So I have 1.3625. Then count how many decimal places we moved. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them. Then decide if it's positive or negative. This needs to get bigger, because 1.3 is smaller than 13,000. Since it needs to get bigger, this needs to stay positive. The next one. So looking at this number, we need a number between 1 and 10, 5.2. So we need to move it between the 5 and the 2. So 5.2 times 10 to the, see how many decimal places you moved. 1, 2, 3, 4. But this time 5.2 needs to get smaller. So I want a negative 4. That way this will get smaller. Try the next one. We need a number between 1 and 10. Put it right here between the 1 and the 0. So you have 1.06 times 10. And then we moved 2 decimal places. And this needs to get smaller, so it's a negative 2. Try another one. I need to put the decimal between the 2 and the 1. We're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it will stay positive because 2.1 needs to get a lot bigger. So it's a positive 10. This one, we have to move the decimal after the 7. So it's just 7 times 10. Because we move it before, then we have 0.7. That's not between 1 and 10. So it has to be after. And then count the decimals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have to move 8 decimal places. This needs to get a lot smaller. This is a negative 8. So 3 steps. 1, where to put the decimal. 2, how many decimal places did I move? And then 3, should it be positive or negative? Let's try going the other way. This is a positive 7, so it's going to make my number bigger. So I'm going over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. $13 million. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. Going across 2.46. This is a -3, so this number is going to get smaller. 1, 2, 3. So we have 0.00246. This one's also negative, so 1.54 needs to get smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 zeros after the decimal because the 8th one is this one here. The last one again is getting bigger by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 36,200. And that's it for scientific notation.